Daylight, my MVVs, welcome. Queen Naomi has been accused of breaking the palace code as they said Oloris are gathering and planning on how to, attack her over some of the things that have been happening recently. And they said Iyanifa has warned Ooni of Ife to put an eye on them. This is what is going on. Queen Naomi, the radiant, wife of the Ooni of Ife, recently made headlines after being, spotted stepping out of a luxurious private jet. They say they took that private jet, took her things, but it's not the first time. They say the private jet will get to Ibadan and that something about taking Naomi from Lagos to Ibadan. Then they drove Naomi to the palace, and then they moved Naomi's things from the palace to the private jet, and so they can go to the UK. Dressed in regal white and glowing like a true queen that Queen Naomi is. Naomi is the definition of grace and divine favor. But while her fans celebrate, her rising status and elegance, the reaction from the palace is said to be very terrible, that people are angry. That is the wives of the Ooni of Ife. Sources close to the palace claim that Oloris, did not take the private jet movement lightly. Instead, they saw it as a bold public statement from Naomi, a way of saying, I may have left the palace, but the royal spotlight still follows me. The reason why they did everything to make Naomi live publicly, because if you go through history, if the Ooni's wife wants to leave, is supposed to live quietly. And in the Yoruba tradition, the wife is supposed to go very far away from the Ooni of Ife. But they pushed Naomi to leave the way she left so that they will use it against her. And that is where they have been holding on to the entire time. Now, Naomi coming out the way she is coming out has become a very big problem to them. According to, insiders, murmurs of discontent quickly spread through the palace corridors. The other wives reportedly questioned why Queen Naomi continues to enjoy public adoration and royal level access when she no longer lives in the palace. It is God. Now, here is the matter. The matter became very, very bad and deeper and even more dramatic, okay? They said palace aides have come forward and to say that Oloris are having meetings here and there, accusing Olori Naomi of breaking the palace code. They claim that her public appearances, when Kabiyesi invited her the other time, she wasn't supposed to come. Her choice of white attire, sometimes too, she's still wearing some white attire publicly, and her continued use of the title queen are disrespectful to the tradition of the palace. Queen, anybody can be a queen. I can give my child, I can give birth to a child today and name the child Queen. It's not your problem. I give my child whatever name I want to give to my child. Now, let us not forget that Queen Naomi is not just a queen. She is a spiritual prophetess, a woman of grace, and the only wife, of course, in recent history who has carried herself with the elegance and mystery of royalty, without scandal, without noise, and without bitterness. Okay, apart from what happened in December, what will you say Queen Naomi has done that is wrong? And now, so the most shocking part, according to a well-respected palace source, some of the Oloris are alleging planning a spiritual counterattack. Yes, you heard me right. Not a physical attack, but a spiritual movement to silence Queen Naomi once and for all. This report suggests that certain individuals in the palace have been consulting spiritualists again, seeking ways to limit Naomi's grace and visibility. Why? Because her light continues to shine, brighter outside the palace than theirs do within the palace. The envy, the bitterness, the whisper is all building up, and if not checked, it could lead to a full-blown spiritual war among royal women again. It gets even more intense. Of course, we do know Iyanifa. They said Iyanifa has reportedly given a private warning to the Ooni of Ife himself. According to sources, she told the Ooni of Ife to put an eye on his Oloris, especially those who appear to be calm but are working tirelessly behind closed doors to harm Olori Naomi. That if they go that route, whatever they see, they should take it. And nobody should call her, because if they go the route they want to go, it's surely not going to end well. Well, I'm going to bring you more update. Do not forget that these are all alleged rumors, unverified information making the rounds on social media and should not be seen as fact.